Hi gamers and welcome back to Guild Wars 1 as me and Mrs Rothmer
Hello.
continue to play through the story. In this series I'm playing as a hardcore, Mrs Rothmer is not. However, we continue to make our way through the Pre-Searing. I managed to gather myself some more ranger skills, finally snatching myself a pet, which is pretty cool. We explore the last of the realms of the Pre-Searing, those being Regent's Valley, Wizard's Folly and the Green Hills country. And we collect some more armour pieces, making ourselves ready to leave the Pre-Searing. So without further ado, let's jump on in. And we are back. Me and Mrs Rothmer. That guy looks cool. But yeah,
He does.
Me and Mrs Rothmer, we are playing through Guild Wars 1. I'm playing through as a hardcore. We're both playing through as solo self-found, so we can only trade with one another. If we find any loot, we can only get loot from one another. I'm playing as a hardcore because I'm a bit of a... Let's just type this in here. I played this a fair bit, and Mrs Rothmer is only... Well, this is the second hour she's ever put into the game, so
Yeah.
she's relatively new.
She's back. The flower girl's back.
Yeah. She's doing flower runs.
Clearly.
Because if you come out of here, there's a flower that normally spawns about there, and there's a flower that spawns over there. You need 100 of them, so they tend to sell for a fair bit. Well, we will need 100, you only need 50 of them. So, what's happening? So, we are in Pre-Searing still. Probably won't be finishing Pre-Searing until probably next episode. There's still a lot we need to do. You've done your initial Necromancer quests.
Yes.
There's still one you're missing, which is up here, which you pick up just about here on the map. I can't remember who you talk to. You talk to a Necromancer up here, but we'll get there. So, we've got a couple quests here. We've got the main story quest, which requires us to go back to Ascalon City. We've got a couple ones down here, which require us to move around the map. So, we're going to quickly finish this Poor Tenant, which requires us to move the beehive over the bridge. And then once we've done that, we can then head back to Ascalon. We can hand in some quests there, and then hopefully we can continue on. So we'll quickly do the beehive. Won't record this, and we'll see you back in Ascalon. One thing from the last episode, this Mr. Pitney here. Once you talk to Devonia, this hero request for you, but he requires you to go get a Devourer horn. Well, lucky enough, we've already got the Devourer horn, Devourer egg. So when Mrs. Rothmer gets over here, she'll be able to grab this quest as well. We can both hand it in at the same time. I'm not actually sure where she is. Oh, she's gone. Oh, there she is. Yeah, so we'll hand in this quest. If you do the Devourer egg quest over here first, it always gives you two. You hand one in to him, and then you can hand another one in for another item, which we can do if we want to. But oh no, we don't hand the other one in. We keep the other one. We need it for later.
Is it just because?
Yeah, we've got Mr. Pitney here. If you just talk to him, grab the quest. And once you grab the quest, let me know. I can hand mine in, just in case it doesn't work. So there we go.
Why is he running away?
So he takes the Devourer egg, and he uses it to draw out the Queen worm, which is over in that field where he came from over there. So if you follow him, I'll quickly do the honeycomb, and we'll see you guys once we probably finish this quest. So once you give Pitney the egg, he'll run over here, run into all these worms, then he'll summon the plague worm. Oh, that's a bow, I can use that. Yeah, he'll summon the worm queen. Once you've done that, you'll be able to hand in the quest. Nice and easy, got a fire wand. Then he has a second quest for him. You have to go into the catacombs and find a prized mower. Gives us an item which I don't need, but hey, never mind. I do have an upgrade here on the floor though. If Mrs. Rothman would pick up that bow and maybe give it to me, that'd be nice.
The horn bow?
Yes. So I'm an archer. Okay, pew pew.
You can have it.
Yeah, so we'll keep getting distracted. We'll jump back in when we get to Ascalon. Now we're back in Ascalon. We've got a load of quests to pick up here. This one requires us to find... essentially her brother's gone a bit mad and joined the Imperialists. So no, the Separatists, not Imperialists. Joined the Separatists, and we need to convince them to not join the Separatists. That's that quest there. Mr. Prince Rurik up here. Once you get to level 2/3, should give you 2 quests. Here's one at least. This quest called Char at the Gates gives you a relatively good longsword. We'll talk about this quest later on. And then we can now go and hand in a quest down here to Namar, because we finally managed to get that beehive across that pesky bridge. So, oh no, okay, we have to go talk to the miller again. Okay, we can't talk back to him. So we go to the miller who's outside in Ashford Abbey, which is fine, I guess. There's Town Crier. He has a quest for us, apparently. I don't know what he gives us. Okay, we have to help Devonia with a Grawl problem. The quest, Trouble in the Woods, which is fine. And I'm going to quickly sell something here, because I can now actually show you how the identification system works. So, I bought an identification kit. Any item that's blue, it says unidentified, you can double click the identification kit and identify this. So this is a highly salvageable, so this will give me extra loot if I decide to salvage it. You then salvage by using the salvage kit from here. And that salvaging it will just give you more resources. But you've got a flat bow here. So you've got different types of bows. Different bows for different situations, essentially. So the flat bow has the recurve bow has the fastest attack rate in the game for bows. Flat bow or long bow has one of them has more range, one of them has armour penetration, I think, if I remember correctly off the top of my head. If we had... so I'm going to quickly customise my weapon to get the extra damage. There's another quest just up there with Baron again. It's quickly, if you talk to Elias here, he will allow you to customise. You want to customise this, so I do 20% extra damage. Takes 10 gold, but it's worth it. Definitely worth being able to do that extra 20% extra damage. So I think when Mrs Rothmers, when you're ready, we'll go up to just above. There's a guy called Baron again. If you hold down Alt, you'll be able to see him. And he gives us a quest called the Poison Devourer. We need to get a poison stinger to that brother Mello in Ashford Abbey. I think we don't already have the stinger, that's fine. And then we'll just go and talk to this person here, Lieutenant Langmar. We'll talk to her later on. When you get to level 10, she starts offering you daily quests. Daily quests are a way for you to get to level 20 while in Pre-Searing. And then I'll go over here to talk to Sir Titus and Armin Sabelin. And this will give us this will finish this quest here, which is, where is it? Unsettling Rumours. And then he'll give us the ability to learn a secondary profession. So accept this quest. There we go. That's me leveled up. He wants us to learn a second profession. I'm not going to bother with picking up any of those because I know where they all are. So I can now level up. So I'm going to put one more point into Wilderness Survival and one in Marksmanship. Wilderness Survival, obviously I want to get my health regeneration up as quick as possible. So I might put 2 points into that. There you go. Good. I get +5 health regeneration. That's quite impressive. One thing to note is that quest there, with when you hand into Armin, this shield is a very good shield. Loads of armor, loads of health. I will sell it, but it's a really good shield. So if you're struggling with shields, definitely pick that up. I think the next goal is for us to learn about our secondary professions. So Mrs Rothmers, she has a quest which is just to the right over here, so we can go do that one. Now I want to go and talk to my main profession, which is the Ranger. There is a Ranger place just to the south in this area, just down here, which will give me probably the best skills I can actually ask for. Okay, let's get Mrs Rothmers back into the party. You can head out. There we go. So we can head out. So you can learn so if you've got the Char at the Gates quest, Prince Rorik will meet you here. And you can follow Prince Rorik to the right. And you just follow him all the way up. And if you do this quest, there's 2 quests he can give you. This is one of them where so as this game is instanced, at the moment Prince Rorik is currently doing this quest. If you don't have this quest active, Prince Rorik will be back there talking to that captain just up that hill. That captain will give you another quest after him and Prince Rorik have spoken. So this is called the breach. Well, this isn't the breach, but this becomes... Well, this is just a gate, okay? This gate is the way to get to the north of the wall. So these are char. These are level 5. These are dangerous. But we're just going to stand here and let Prince Rorik do all the damage. So we're just going to stand here. Prince Rorik will kill all these char. If you ever want to get to max level, or if you ever want to get to at least level 10, you can let Prince Rorik come here, kill all these char. Once he's killed all the char, or before he kills them all, you can then teleport back, abandon the quest. We're not going to talk to him now. We're not going to hand in this quest. We're going to walk away. Not because we don't need... The loot he gives us is pretty good, but we don't need that long sword. There is a quite good long sword. You go talk to gate guard Thorin, or Torin. He gives us a really good bow, and a really good deadly cester. That would be probably the best weapon for both of us. But we need to go across the wall. And to go across the wall, we have to go through this lever here, and there's a gate. We will do that later. We're too weak for that. All the monsters about level 5 to level 10. We're too weak for that.
I'm barely level 3.
So yeah, exactly. So we will really struggle. So we're going to head back over here. So I'll show where all of the secondary professions are. Well, secondary and primary professions are. So the monk and the necromancer were in Ashford Abbey and the catacombs respectively. The mesmer is here. Got Lady Alfina just here. So the reason why we did the Prince of Rorik quest there as well is that we can now go back into Ascalon. When we come back out, Captain Osric will have a quest for us. We can talk to Lady Alfina here. She has a quest called Mesmer's Burden. And then she wants us to go to the watering hole and take out a bull, which is fine. She'll give you some mesmer skills, which mesmers are quite good. They're like a mix between a mage, kind of like they're essentially a mind mage. They just mess with your brain. They do all type of illusions and whatnot. I'm only just killing these to clear the area. We do need these unnatural seeds. Unnatural seeds is, like I said in the last episode, one of the collectors you can get. Some of the armour is from an unnatural seed, so we can take out as many as possible. Grulls also drop a collectible, which you can also trade in for some items. But that flatbow is actually an upgrade. Nice. And down here you see a rogue bull just behind this tree. We want to take that rogue bull out when we can.
He's not hiding very well, is he?
No. That there is, you can read it. It says it's a salvage item. It's for you. You use a salvage kit on those salvage items, and it gives you more resources. Then we can take out this rogue bull, and we can use Conjure Phantasm, which is one of the best skills for Mesmer, which gives him
Why is he getting so close to me?
Because he's a melee. This Conjure Phantasm will give them a permanent, well not permanent, but will give them a -5 health degeneration. Really strong. And it's essentially damage over time. Even Feast is a really good healing skill as well.
Hey, if Althena's so good, why didn't she go take it out? She's not very far away.
She's a noble.
She's lazy.
So we're going to hand this quest into Lady Athena. And accept. Boom, 250. We don't want to become a Mesmer. You may want to, but I don't. So
I don't.
We're going to decide later. And after doing this quest, we're actually going to go back into Ascalon. And the reason why is we need to reset this instance. Before we head back into Ascalon, actually, we need to go get ourselves some more scale fins. And we need to go to Poison Devour. We need to clear this cave down to the south to get ourselves a poison stinger. So we can go do that now. We can do 2 birds, 1 stone. We want scales. And we also want to go get the Poison Devour stinger. So we're going to quickly go clear all this area out for scales, and then we're going to go grab the stinger. We won't show this, you don't really need to see this. It's just us mopping up some mobs. So this will be getting us the poisonous stinger, the plague devourer inside this cave, same cave we were in last time. Nice and easy fight. Quite a nice little place to come. He drops more than enough poison stingers for everyone. So you want to make sure you at least pick one up. And once you have one of these, we'll then be able to go hand it into Ashford Abbey.
It's a longbow.
Then while in Ashford Abbey, just hand it in, just here. Talk to Brother Mr. Melons. Gives a quite good Ank, 10 health plus 5 armour. That's actually quite a good one. And then in this game, always make sure you sell your stuff. Every time you're back in town, just sell your stuff. There's a buy tab on the left, sell on the right. Just inventory management's a huge pain in this game, so always make sure you have as empty inventory as possible. Whenever there's any location where you can get more bag space, I would always point it out to you guys, because it's always useful having more bags. Like at the moment, we're waiting until we get at least 5 fins each, so we need 10 fins. And once we get that, we'll be able to get ourselves a bag slot. But I'll point out, so as you see this time, Prince Rorik and Captain Osric are now talking. They're just going to talk about how Prince Rorik is due to marry Lady Afia up here. So you just need to find him some presents for her birthday. And that's why we have these beautiful pearl, beautiful feather, and there is another beautiful item which is up in that hill up there, which we'll grab in a second. Just going to have to quickly redo this. Quickly just take on the bull so we can set the next quest chain going. Just wait for Mrs Rothmers to grab it. We'll go kill the bull again. We'll grab this quest and we'll grab the next chain quest after killing the bull. And this chest just here, just above where the Lady Athena is, you can just see just down this path down here, take you all the way back to her. This is the final item we need. So we've given her a perfect pearl, we've given her a perfect beautiful pearl, we've given her a beautiful neck feather. Now we're going to give her a beautiful pendant, and that should be everything we need. That should finish the quest. We're going to see here, because I think there might be, as me and Mrs Rothmers are doing this together, I don't think we both need to hand in the items. So we're going to find out in a second whether we both need to hand in the items or whether it's just one of us. So we'll find that out once we get back to the captain over here. Annoyingly, we may have to go back into Ascalon City and back out, because there's a farmer that normally comes up here after you kill the bull to talk to the lady, but for some reason he's not appearing. The quest that she has here is actually now for us to become a mesmer, so we don't want that. If you talk to her, if you are a mesmer, she'll give you the next load of quests. Here we go. You can now hand that in. Did that finish for you as well?
It did.
It did?
Yep.
Good. Okay, fine. That's good to know. So we know that you can now throw the pearl and the feather out of your inventory. You don't need them anymore. We're going to run into Ascalon, back out. We're going to talk to the farmer, who's going to be mad that we have killed his bull.
Well, then he shouldn't have lost it.
We didn't lose it.
Was it with him? If it was with him, then he lost it.
Right, let's go back out. And Old Mac, this guy when you talk to, Mr. Old Mac. So he's going to run up there, complain about his bull, and he asks for something in return. The reason why we have 2 Devourer eggs is we hand one of the Devourer eggs into him, and that will finish the quest. So we're back here with Devonia. Before we're going to hand in to Miller Upton, not Milton. He will allow us to hand in this quest because you helped him with his bee problems. Right, and then I'm just going to level up my marksmanship for the time being. I will level up my beast mastery later on. At the moment, I don't really need to. Once that's done, talking to Devonia here. We got 2 other quests here. Tithe for the Abbey, so we just need to go get some. Obviously, we need to go get a tithe. Get people to pay their taxes. Opposition to the king. We need to find out some rebels in the area, some royalists, which is fine. We need to go to the north for that one. And then you've already triggered the other quest, which is fine. Which the other quest is Trouble in the Woods.
You have to
go with Devonia and destroy the Grawl threatening Ashford.
Oh.
So the Grawl are just over here. So this part here.
Oh, they're not very nice, are they?
No.
Great.
And they have a char of them. So just stand back. Just take on the scale on the side here. Let her run up there. Let her do her thing. Because I think she's strong enough that she can't be killed by these Grawl and char. So just let her do her thing. There's a char up here. Char should not be south of the wall. And just stand back. We've both got range, so we can stand back, pew pew from afar. While we're doing this, Devonia will just do her thing. Kill a load of mobs. You can see there she just took out those 2. With a little bit of help from me, but mainly did it on her own. Then, once the shamans are down, there's 3 more Grawl to take care of. She's going to keep healing herself, just let her do that. can see up here there's a spirit. This spirit actually gives all of the gore a bonus in the area. It's a ranger spirit. There we go. So she's now running away, so we'll just have to take on these 3 on our own.
Great.
If you attack the shaman first, the shaman is a healer. And I'm just gonna let him attack me. It's completely fine. I can heal myself. I can out heal their damage. We're using Troll Ungent. Once again, probably the best healing skill in the game.
There we go. He's down. It's just the one guy left.
Just the one guy, actually. Okay, so we can now hand us back into Devonia. We'll get a Warhammer for this and some experience. And once we've done, so we're going to go hand it in. Once we've handed it in, we're just going to follow this path down. There's a portal just at the end. There's a bridge here, which I'll quickly show you. We're going to walk back to the other side of this, and we'll see you when we go through this portal into Regent Valley. So now we are in Regent's Valley, which is another zone just to the south. Quite a large zone.
Oh, it's pretty.
It goes off to the west here to Wizard's Folly. There's also a settlement over here called Fort Rannoch. With that in mind, we've got a couple quests to do here. I have all my ranger quests here. Well, I think it's 1, maybe 2 ranger quests here. So we can go grab these here. And then while we're here, we can also do the Hunter's Horn quest, which requires us to purify a Hunter's Horn, which is to the south here. Which is quite a nice little route to do, because you can purify the Hunter's Horn to the south here, head into the next zone, and the guy you hand the quest into gives you more rangers, well, hunters. Is it a ranger or a hunter? Whatever I am. Gives you more ranger skills. I'm pretty sure I'm a ranger.
I'm pretty sure you're a ranger. I mean, the bow would suggest ranger.
But I always think of hunters, but that's because I play World of Warcraft like a nerd. Nothing against playing World of Warcraft, of course. Right. So here it is. Master Ranger Nutters. We'll call them Nutters. So here we can hand in our other Devourer egg. Say again. If you've got 3 dual carapaces, you can get yourself an item here. I have got 10, so I get myself an Ascalon Hornbow here, which is actually a bonus. So we're going to equip that. And do you have any weapons or armour you can get here? Because I can't see what armour you can have. This collector here of Ronan.
No.
Okay, so he has no blue armour for you.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Right, so I've just picked up my quest from the Range Master. So it requires me to
pick it up too.
What's that?
Do you want me to pick it up from the ranger too?
Yes, you can do. I don't know what yours is. That's for you to learn your secondary profession. But you can do because it's an extra quest for you.
Okay. Where did you just go?
I'm just killing some Devourers. So this will give me my ability to charm a pet. And having charming a pet allows me to have a minion follow me around, which is really useful. You're going to follow this pathway down. She should have given you a starter bow, so you can use bows if you want. Probably wouldn't recommend it.
She gave me a bunch of skills.
Yeah, you can probably ignore those. Although Troll Ungent is once again the best healer in the game. You do need Wilderness Survival for it, so Wilderness Survival is a skill you can put points into. Dull Carapace. You want to pick?
I have a pet.
You can get pets up here. You can currently have undead pets as well. You can summon minions. Your undead boys, you can bring them up, raise them from the dead. Right, we just need to make our way through this trench. We don't do an insane amount of damage. The next load of skills I get from the next master will give me a load of damage and skills. Pick up all the dull carapaces. You can see how pretty this game is. How old is it? 20 years old? Around there? It's still quite pretty.
It is.
It's just a shame that the music's amazing. It's just a shame that there's no jump. But that's the only thing.
It's a little bit annoying.
Sometimes when you want to, let's say I want to get over to, like up here, I want to get up here. It looks like you might be able to climb that slope. No,
absolutely not.
So the way you definitely want that carapace. They can sell for a little bit of money. They stack. So the way taming works in this game is that essentially you can almost tame almost any enemy or any monster. As long as it's a monster, you can pretty much tame it. But then some enemies will have a chance to disrupt you. So in the starting area, I think you can tame some devourers. You can definitely tame over here these.
My dead guy's helping.
Good. You might be able to have more than one out.
I don't need one, really.
You can have, if you can have more than one, you may as well have more than one. Later on, you get some skills which allow you to regenerate the health. Right, so these devourers here, nice and easy. The reason why we're still showing this is because of how pretty this game is. There's loads of shrines around the world. This is or statue. This is a statue.
I think my undead guys just have anger issues. They're just running into battle.
Yeah, you can change their aggressiveness later on as well.
Oh.
I can explain it when I get my pet bar, when I tame my pet. So you can tame these moss spiders. We do need their spider legs. So if they drop any spider legs, we need them. So statue of Melandru. Melandru is the goddess of nature. Pretty cool statue. Around here you've got Melandru stalkers. These are little cats. So there's two here. You can have this one if you want to come over and grab this one. So when you come over here, you have a skill on your hotbar called Charm Animal. It takes 10 seconds, but you can. Where are you going? Over.
I'm trying to find you, so I was just running until I could see your name.
So this Melandru stalker over here is just like a tiger. If you click on the tiger and click Charm Animal, you'll start charming it. It's a 10-second cast. Just there. You don't need to follow me. We can only capture one each, so I need to go grab another one myself, which is just over here. As soon as you start charming them...
What do I do? Just click on it to say?
Yes. As soon as you start charming them, they get aggressive. Just stand still. Just keep casting it. You don't need to move again. And then once you finish casting it, it's yours. There's hidden pets in this game. There's one hidden pet which is a... Yeah, just wait. I can hear you clicking. There you go. Good. So there's a hidden pet which is a bear. So certain animals you can't tame, and the game tries to force you to not tame it. You can trick the game into letting you tame it. So there's black bears, which is in Wizard's Folly, which is over here. They are really good pets. You're not meant to be able to get them, but you can trick the game into allowing you to have them. So I'm gonna run over. We're gonna quickly hand in this quest, and we'll continue to head south for Hunter's Horn quest, which requires us to go quite far south. Right, so we're gonna head to the south here. So we're gonna make our way towards this Hunter's Horn location. I'm pretty sure you can tame these moss spiders as well if you want a moss spider. The intricacies of the pets aren't as interesting as, let's say, in World of Warcraft, where you have like set abilities for your pets. You don't get that in Guild Wars 1. But you can send your pets out. You can get them to attack, or you can get them to guard, or get them to heal. You've got like a pet bar, but it doesn't have any more stats other than what I've already got down here, which is now in the middle of the screen, which is fun. I always tend to have it if I've got a pet, just kind of see what's going on. And give me your legs. Nope, no legs.
Excuse you.
Yeah, I just want some spider legs. Then we make our way through here. There's a little fountain, little well down here, which is quite picturesque. Once we've done it, then we'll just head over to Wizard's Folly. They're quite easy. Once we've explored through this entire area once, we won't show it again. So hopefully by the end of this episode, which I think we will be at the end of this episode, ready to get our secondary professions and probably ready to leave the Pre-Searing. There's a few things I want to do before we leave Pre-Searing, but we should be pretty close.
Scouting.
So I want to get ourselves with full armour for Pre-Searing. So I've got the boots already. I think that's it. Yes, that's it. We need a load of other gear, which we'll slowly find out over time what gear we need and where we find it. Because I know the helmet requires 50 red iris flowers. So here we need to be careful because there's a load of mobs there down there on the right.
There's also a bear.
There's also a bear, yes. Bears are level 5. No, level 3. So you need to be careful with those. Okay, he's angry.
Their bear's angry too. Uh-oh.
Fine. And if you get, obviously remember where your healing spell is. What one's your healing spell? Use it if you need it.
Okay.
My kind of rule of thumb in Guild Wars 1.
Oh god, there's 2 of them.
It's fine. It's completely fine. They use a skill they call Brutal Mauling, which knocks you down. That's what stops you from charming them and making them your animal. So that bear pelt there you just dropped for you, you're going to want that because that's one of the quest items we need.
Okay.
And then you want to grab this scale fin as well. We need as many as possible. Currently we've got 5. We need 5 more.
Oh, well, how many do I have?
I don't know.
2. 2. 3 scale fins.
Awesome. We should get all the scale fins we need.
Okay.
If you just keep hold of it, or you can drop it. It's up to you.
Fire wand.
So over here, there's a healing spring. You want to do dark magic or chaos magic if you can help it.
I don't think I have that yet.
Yeah, your weapon will do it. So
I think at the moment I have blood magic.
you come over here and click the healing spring. Your quest will update.
Healing spring?
Yeah.
Oh.
Your quest for Hunter's Horn will update. And it will now tell you to go to Wizard's Folly, which is the next map. So we can make our way there. And it is quite a picturesque little location. Little waterfall.
Casually running through water, killing animals. Yeah. Great. It's very picturesque.
It's very picturesque. Yeah. What else would you want to be doing on a Friday afternoon?
I don't know. No clue.
Right. Nice and easy. Take these out. I'm not going to pick that Warhammer up. I do normally pick up... Well, I guess I will. I guess we can sell it.
Have you noticed our pets are underwater?
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Somehow breathing underwater?
the well-known submersible lions.
Tigers?
Yeah.
Bears?
They're not bears. They're definitely lions or tigers.
I was doing the Wizard of Oz thing.
Okay.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Okay. Take your word for that. Another scale fin.
Yay.
On the right, there's loads of brood callers, which aren't they're not that tough, I guess. So also in Wizard's Folly, we've got a load of quests we can we can kind of complete / grab. We've got our last of our secondary profession quests in there, which will be for the Elementalist. So we've done Elementalist, we've done the Mesmer, we've done the Monk, I've done the Necromancer, you've done the Ranger. So the only other one would be Warrior. The Warrior one is up here in the Duke Barradin's estate, which you won't be able to get to for towards the end of this episode. I think we'll get there. We've got a few other things we need to do first. We're only killing these for the scales, for their fins. And
I don't
then
want a hand axe. That's not helpful to me.
just over there is the next map, which is Wizard's Folly, which is quite a cool map. There we go. So this map actually has a kind of like a secret as well, which is I
need one more scale.
I don't remember what it's called. We should get that scale soon. If needs be, we can farm Lakeside County.
There's one here. Just gonna see what he drops.
Okay. If he doesn't drop anything, let me know and I'll just go through this portal. So there's a little...
No, he didn't drop anything.
There's a Dolyak, which is like a big cow, which is a merchant. Professor Yackington, that's the guy's name, or the Dolyak's name.
That's a name and a half.
It's a pretty cool name. He will give you... He's the one that sells you the helmets that require you to have 50 red iris flowers. He also sells you some other daily rewards. So you have daily collection rewards, which he gives you some quite good stuff for. Okay, up here, Red Iris Fire up here. There's a little town down here. There's no quest in this town. You don't need to worry about all the people. But there is there is a merchant, there's a collector. Mindor, I think his name is. He's right ahead of us. I think he is someone else who will be able to give us some armour, if I remember correctly. Because you want this armour before you go in. Okay, he can't give me anything. He might be able to give you something. Maybe some armour?
No. Can't give me anything.
Okay. Or there's someone around here that might be able to. So, merchant here, sell our stuff. When in doubt, sell your stuff.
Sure. That's how the saying goes.
And...
Oh,
yeah.
iris flower.
Don't pick it up.
I want it.
I've got them all in my inventory. I've got 10 of them.
Okay.
Makes sense for
I haven't
one.
picked any of them up yet.
It makes sense for one of us to carry them all rather than both of us. Okay, so when you identify things, there's a chance for it to give you plus improvement to sale value, which is really useful. Okay, if we come down here, we've got
1 second, I'm still selling stuff.
There you go, yeah, okay, I was just double checking we're going the right way, which we are. I thought there was another vendor around here, but obviously there's not. Right, let's go and hand in this quest with the Warhorn. While we make our way through here, there's loads of spires that are going to drop from the tree. Which is fine. Just gives us a little bit more experience and spider legs. I think we both need spider legs. So we should need 10 of them altogether. And this isn't the best. There is a really good place to farm them down here in Regent's Valley. So we'll do that later. If we need them, that is. If we don't get them from all of these mobs. Longbow, don't need that. So Aiden here is another one of the expert rangers in the game. So he'll give me some more skills. And you can hand in this... Hand in the Warhorn quest. And this skill, this quest here, Unnatural Growths. This will give me some new skills. So I want to equip that one. Equip now. Dual shot, equip now. So I've got 2 more skills here. I've got Ignite Arrows. So for 24 seconds, my arrows explode on contact, dealing an extra 7 fire damage to all targets or adjacent foes. And then dual arrow.
That's nice.
So I shoot 2 arrows at once.
Ooh.
But they deal 25% less damage, but they're 2 arrows at once. So if I use Ignite, and I shoot a double arrow, that's going to do a load of extra damage. So always want to try and ignite your arrows. It's a preparation skill, so you have it for you pretty much the entire battle. There you go. Large amount of extra damage. And as it's wilderness survival, I'm putting loads of points into wilderness survival, because that is my heal comes off wilderness survival as well. So it makes sense for me to do that. I think dual shot also counts as that, so it's going to be double bubble, more explosion, more explosive damage. And there's another spider down. Oh, a hammer. Don't need hammers, but fine.
Spider legs.
So I think some enemies in the game, so if I click on the enemy up here, it doesn't tell me what type of damage it, what type of profession it has. But if it's the moss spiders we fought earlier had an R next to the name, which I believe means that I can tame them. These don't have anything next to the name, which means I can't tame them, and I know I can't tame these. They're too aggressive. There's a spider leg underneath me as well. Yay! Yes, we need 10 spider legs altogether. I think we've got 3 so far, off the top of my head. 4 so far.
2.
Okay, there's another one that just dropped. Yeah, we've got 4 so far. So we've got enough to get one of us a armour piece.
Well, so far I haven't even been offered armour, so...
Yeah, I think I know where one of the armour pieces is. I know where 2, 3... I know where 3 of the armour pieces are. I may have to Google where the last one is. 2 are. I can't remember off the top of my head. I was expecting to at least see one of your armour pieces by now. I'm going to be honest. Right, so let's keep making our way through. I was pretty sure that collective merchant just back there would have it, but never mind.
No, he has nothing for me.
Right. And here is the... So we're going to keep going until we can do this quest here. So we need to take on a load of aloe roots. And nice and easy. These spiders are quite easy. Spiderweb don't really care too much about that. So loads of aloe roots over there. Loads to the left over there. So they're really easy to kill. They don't do any damage. They just heal one another. So they're really easy to take out. It's actually quite a good way to just get some extra experience. They are level 3. So the way experience works in this game, you get experience for anything. As long as you're within 5 levels of the enemy, you get experience.
Oh.
Let's just ignite my arrows again.
Why are there aloe seeds in the water?
And then double shot, loads of extra damage. Perfect. There you go. Gave me an aloe root, which is what I need for my quest. Also leveled up. So these guys are healing one another. I only need 1 aloe root. So they both drop some unnatural seeds, which are for you. I will need those.
Okay.
Well, one of us will need them. So there's a collector which collects unnatural seeds. Not far from here. And I'm pretty sure that will give us, at least one of us, a new armour piece. So I went up for more wilderness survival to make my fire arrows and my heal slightly better.
Let's go in.
How many scalpings have you got now?
4.
4, okay. So we do this quest. In a minute we'll go back to Ascalon. We need to go back to Ascalon anyway because we need to head to the north. Once we go there, we'll be able to grab some more bag spaces. Trying to quickly heal myself just in case. Always heal myself if I go below 50% health, even if there's no more mobs. It's another seed there for you. So we're going to follow this path round. And why? Because there's a load of mobs this way. And there's a couple quests we can pick up as we go around. And there's a couple more collectible items we can grab on the way around as well, which will be quite useful. There's another unnatural seed there for you. Okay, taking a fair bit of damage here. Being beaten by these bloody seeds. Quick heal myself. I only need one of those roots. That's fine. Just like that. This whole area has just been cleared out. And there you go. And I managed to get myself to level 5.
What's White Reaver? What's that?
Looks like it's probably a sword of some kind. I don't know.
My inventory's full, never mind.
So I'm going to go hand in this quest. You wait there. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
And let's carry on doing a bit of exploring. So I loaded up the Guild Wars 1 wiki. So I'll have this in the description down below. Essentially tells you where to find all the weapons or all the armours in the Pre-Searing.
Oh.
And these are new mobs. These are Hulk and Stone Elementals. They're pretty cool. Just big boys. And they drop enchanted lodestones, which you can use enchanted lodestones if you're a monk. That Mindle collector back there, in that town way over there, which town just there on the map, to get yourself your own hand armour. But you essentially need 50 red ice flowers, hand it into Professor Yackington, which is about here on the map. You got 5 unnatural seeds you hand into, I think, here on the map, or it might be down here. Unnatural seeds. Need 3 icy lodestones, you hand them into here on the map. 3 spider legs you hand into Fort Rannoch, and 5 gargoyle skulls you hand in. 5 gargoyle skulls are in the Aston Catacombs at the very end, near the entrance into this area up here. I can't remember what the area is called. We need icy lodestones. Icy lodestones drop off these ice elementals over here. So we just need to take on as many of those as possible, because the collector vendor is quite near us as well. And bonk, he's down. Flame artifact, I don't care for that. As we make our way around here, we will get to the elementalist secondary profession, or the main profession quest. That's this way as well. We also find the town, which is in this region, and then we also find ourselves. I should probably use ignite arrows, shouldn't I?
I mean, the ice, it would make sense.
It does actually do more damage, which is quite nice. Isolota, there's our first one we need.
Cool.
And we'll go around this way. So you see it's quite a vibrant looking map.
Considering the fact we're in the snow.
Yeah. Okay, he's down already. Tribal Blade, that's pretty cool.
You wanted a nap now.
So we'll continue through here. And we kind of want to just clear out this icy area, just because we want to take out these icy elementals. If we don't get all of the icy lodestones we need, there is a place we can farm this. It's quite easy. So it's not the end of the world if we don't get them all, but it would be nice to get them all in one run.
It would.
So we've got a couple ice elements here on the left. If you want to open the stash, I'll just kill all the mobs. There you go. You got no loot from that anyway. I'm only going to start picking up the rares now. Right. There's 2 ice elementals over here, so I'm going to quickly take them out. There you go. Doing loads of damage. Now, one more shot. Okay, icy lodestone. It's yours. I think you should have 2 now on you, if I'm not mistaken.
I do indeed have 2.
Awesome. So, got a couple ice elementals down here on the right. We've also got loads of bandits, so we want to be really careful here. So there is a large group of bandits. I mean a large group of bandits, so we won't be able to take on.
Fine.
There's another icy lodestone here, and you level up.
Yay.
Make sure you grab his icy lodestone. And just aggro in the next group. Should be careful not to aggro all those bandits. Right. Okay, this might be a bit tight. See if I can range it without... Okay, this is fine. Just don't go too close to the edge of this tree line, because there's 6 bandits there.
There's a problem there, though. What if they drop anything? We have to go close to pick it up.
Right, if you want to grab that, and good luck.
If I die, it's your fault.
No, you should be fine. So that actually is a good segue into how aggro works in this game. So aggression, I'm not sure how fighting a mob, if I attack the stone elemental, why is it going to attack me? I don't think there's threat in this game, so that doesn't really... It just chooses who is attacking them the most and who's doing the most damage. I think it's who they decide to attack. However, there is an aggro ring in this game. So if you look at your map up here, in the top right, your compass, you've got your general compass, which is fine. It's a little mini map. You've also got this little greyed out ring in the center of the screen, center of the mini map. That ring is the aggro ring. If the enemy comes within that, not in pre-searing, but if the enemy comes within that, they'll in pre-searing aggro works slightly differently. But if they are red on the map and they come within that circle, they will become threatened. And like there we go. So when you leave pre-searing, nearly every enemy will do it. But in pre-searing, some of these smaller elementals, some of the less threatening monsters won't be aggro towards you. But if they come within that little ring, be prepared to fight. So you can actually skirt around patrols and skirt around combat by just keeping them out of that little greyed ring in your compass. Really, really useful to know. Okay, there's another icy lodestone. So I think you've got 4 now, haven't you? I've got 1.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got 5, so we need 1 more. I was hoping that was it, but we'll follow this path.
That'll be too easy.
Follow this path. This will take us directly to the Elementalist quest, and with the Elementalist quest, it will take us also to the town. That's what I'm thinking.
Is that your thinking noise?
What's my thinking noise? So then hopefully we can take a good chunk into these quests that are left over. Then it should leave us in a really good place, ready for the what's it called? Ready for leaving pre-searing, leaving essentially the tutorial, which will probably be next week. We won't be able to do it this week. We've got too many quests to do. We've got a whole region up here to the north to check out, and also we've got the other side of the wall as well. There is a zone up there. It's a really difficult zone, so ideally we want to level up as much as possible before we go there. That's why I'm happy to kill as many mobs as possible. But essentially after we've handed in these quests, there's a lot of running around which we won't show because we've already shown you the areas, the maps. There's little nooks and crannies I've not shown you, but yeah, it's fine because this area up here we probably won't show you because there's nothing really happens up there. The areas where you're likely to go to I'll definitely show. Okay, so we've got... we need 1 more icy lodestone. So this is quite a dangerous place actually, this cave. So if you're coming from the other way, so i.e. down this little ramp here, there's a very good chance you can over aggro, and this entire room full of ice elementals will absolutely destroy you.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I have lost a couple hardcore characters here. With hardcore in mind, there we go. So when you get to level 5, I think it's level 5, you will get a new title track in your, if you press H in your hero panel, which if you scroll down, you'll see this one, Survivor title track. So this tracks you. So essentially you need to get to level 20 or the experience required to get to level 20 without dying. So you can die and still get the survival track. When the game first released, you couldn't do that. So essentially you need to get from level 1 to level 20, which is 140,000 experience, I think it is. Yeah, 140,000 experience. And you'll get that title. And then there's other tiers of that. So here we go. This is the Elementalist. So there we go. Equip later. So there we go. She causes all these to spawn. Did you grab the quest?
Yes.
Okay. Causes these elementals to spawn. We just hold the line. It essentially teaches you to use the skill Firestorm. There's loads of them together, but you don't need to use it.
It's more fun if you do, though.
Then a couple of waves of these will spawn. If you do this at a lower level, you do actually get a fair bit of experience from these. And they're relatively easy to take out. Oh yeah, my pet just leveled up. Pet's level 6 now.
Nice.
Well, your pet should level up in a bit as well. Yeah, there's another wave of them coming in. And another firestorm will do. And once we've done this, we'll clear, because essentially this monument here is actually in Guild Wars 2 as well, you can see it. But this monument here, we'll go around in a big circle and we'll clear out all these ice elementals around us, because we just need one more icy lodestone. Once you've cleared out that area, you can just head over here to the northeast of the little ring and see where we've gone around in a big circle. This will get us to your first armour piece and my next armour piece. Take on these ice elementals. We did get all of the icy lodestones dropped, so Mrs Rothmers carrying, I think it's 5 at the moment.
Yeah.
So you carry more than enough. So once you bought your item, you can just drop me the spare icy lodestones. You can just see, if you hold down Alt, you can see Savitch down there. He is the collector who will drop it for us. Will give us the items. We just want to make our way down there. There's another icy elemental here. I will quickly... Do we care about him? Nah, we've got enough. Just make our way across here. You can see the rest of Ascalon over there. It's quite scenic. And there he is. Take on this icy elemental. If I hit him a couple of times, I might be able to get the loot. And he is down. Okay, he didn't give me anything, but here's the collector here. So if you click on the collector, this will give everyone gloves. So the collector over here will be able to trade you some gloves, and you can drop me the spare lodestone. You have to then make sure you equip the gloves once you've done it.
Exchange.
And then just over there is where the town is. Foibles Fair, which is quite a cool little town.
There you go.
Okay, thank you for the lodestones. Exchange, and then make sure you equip it.
Done.
And yes, you have. You can tell because it's changed colour. Right, there we go. You can now delete the previous ones. Just click them. You can either drop them on the floor, because you can't sell them. You just have to destroy them. So you can drop them on the floor, then we'll move into the next area. And then here's the next area, which is a town in the middle of nowhere, which is just here. So Vassar here, he'll talk to you about. I can't remember what Vassar talks to you about, but he'll talk to you about something.
Sure, it's got to be something important.
Oh, it's the Mesmer. So if you've gone for a secondary profession of Mesmer, he'll tell you about that. This person here is also a secondary profession for Elementalist, but he also has the Wayward Wizard, which is one of the quests we've got in this region. But I think that is a pretty good way to end this episode, don't you? We've done a lot.
Yes.
We've got a couple of things we still need to do, but I'm going to do them off camera. I need to collect a load of resources. So the big one being, actually, before we end, we may as well do this now. So we've got scale fins. We may as well go get ourselves some more inventory slots. So if we teleport to Ascalon City, and I'll meet you there. Oh no, okay, we're both traveling there together, so don't need to do anything. For some reason earlier it wasn't allowing us. No, you didn't have to do anything. We were traveling there together. I did just say.
Oh, I didn't realize it was counting us down.
Yes. So I'd invite you back into the group. There is a quest we have to hand in here. No, okay, never mind. It's about our secondary profession. I still don't know what secondary profession I'm going to go at. But we'll find out later. So we'll make our way into here. And just to the left here, you've got this Brownlow, this collector here. As I said, I'll show you how to get all of your inventory. This guy will give you the belt pouch. You exchange. You only carry one belt pouch. So there you go.
I need one. So you drop my
There we go. And I'll drop you these. You can have one spare. You can sell it if you want. And then once you've got that belt pouch in your inventory, you press I. You see the belt pouch in your inventory. It says holds 5 items. You click that and you drag that to the one to the left hand side of the backpack. So you have the backpack, then a belt pouch, and you have 2 empty bags. Those bags you can't get in pre-searing. We have to get them some other time.
Okay.
So is that equipped for you?
Yes.
Okay, so we've just got one more region to explore. half of Regent's Valley to explore, the northern area to explore. So I think we've actually got a couple minutes. We'll quickly move over to the... This will be a slightly longer video. Ideally, we want these videos to be about an hour in length, maybe 45 minutes to an hour, just so we can try and get more out of each video. So we are gonna... There's a couple quests across this region. These ones being a tie for Ashford Abbey. We've got... I think that's really it. And in opposition of the king, we can also do that quest as well. And you also have your next necromancer quest in that region as well.
I do.
So this guy should not aggro on us. No, okay.
He tried to, I think.
When we get to a set threshold above them, they won't aggro on us. So here's the gate again into the Northlands. We will be doing the Northlands, so I would like to show it and explain kind of the mechanics of how to get to level...
Flower.
There is a way to get to level 20 without dying in Pre-Searing. It's really difficult. And continue making our way across here.
Yep.
It'd be a bit difficult for us to do it now because it requires you to farm the char at the gate quest, which is the one just there we did earlier. But it can still be done. We're not going to do that. And as you can see here, our survivor title is slowly making its way up. And more experience we get, more obviously. That's going to be how I'm going to show. Because if I type in deaths and deaths into chat down here, I've died 0 times. So
I have also died 0 times.
So that's how we can track it via that down there. So if I do die, obviously I'll lose this character. I'll have to remake. Mrs Rothmers not doing it. Her character's a hardcore. So if her character dies, never mind. She'll carry on. I'll just have to catch back up. So found War Master Grassed here. So this is the... So War Master Grass there teaches us how to be a warrior. Opposition to the king. This is one of the 3 people we need to question. So we can grab the War Master Grassed warrior kind of skills. We may as well do that while we're here. So it's a Grawl invasion. We need to take out some Grawl just to the south.
Grasden goes up 1 minute.
Grasden, what's that?
I need to pick up the warrior skills.
Grasden the Protector gives us a Typh, opposition to the king, and secondary profession. We can't grab a secondary profession here. And Kasha Blackblood, opposition to the king, and secondary profession. So
Wait
Mrs
for me,
Rothmer,
I want to finish it off.
Mrs Rothmer has a quest here.
I do.
Which, when she grabs it, while we wait for her to grab it, I'm going to take on these Grawl over here. Because I can. And yeah, as long as you talk to them all, and then once you talk to her, she has a new necromancer quest. I don't know where she needs to go. I think it's in the catacombs you need to go. Which is fine. We can make our way there next. Go.
I need to replace it with something.
So you can probably replace it with the warrior skills you just picked up. You don't need those. And just taking out this last Grawl. Bonk. There we go. Grawl necklace. I don't think I need Grawl necklaces, do I? No, we don't need Grawl necklaces. You can get your armour and Kaylee with 3 Grawl necklaces, but we're not going to do that.
You're just trying to be pretty.
So we're going to make our way to the south. Got to take on... We're going to do this Grawl invasion quest, hand it in, and then we're going to make our way to the Baradin estate, which is the quest hut, well, the town in this region. So you see these moss spiders have an R2, which means they're level 2, but they're rangers. I think you can charm these spiders. And Grawl invaders should be 3 over here. You just take one down at a time. Well, there might only be 2.
There's a couple over here.
You've gone the... Okay, as I say, you've gone the wrong way, but...
I'm on the opposite side, that's all.
Okay, this one is down. Bonk, he's down. There you go, just heard the quest update. You drop some coins up to you if you want to grab those coins. There he goes down, dropped a flat bow, don't care for that. Right, let's head all the way back. We're going to hand in that quest and we're going to jump back in. We caught back up to where we fought those invaders. We're not going to be not too bothered about these stone elementals. We can just run straight past them. We kind of care about getting to the town. So we've got a couple quests to hand. We can't hand in the quest just yet, but once we get there, we can teleport straight there later on. So these stone elementals, we're 4 levels higher than them, so they're not going to bother us unless we attack them. There are the hulking stone elementals you may see, like those over there, as you can see with the red name. They will attack us. They are aggressive. So here, this is essentially the bread basket of Ascalon, which you can actually come here in Guild Wars 2. All these places you can come here in Guild Wars 2. Really cool. It's really nice seeing this area, seeing these vineyards in a different game and kind of in a different way. The Green Hill country is absolutely beautiful. And then we're going to be heading just over this other side of this mound. Really beautiful mound. I like mounds.
It's a good mound.
It is a good mound. And there's where we want to go. You can see this little building here. This is Duke Barradin's estate.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Ascalon Guard, some more spiders. There's Strider over here. I used to go for Striders as my pet. I think, do I want a Strider? Armin and Aaron.
Do you want a bird?
The birds are quite strong. Yeah. I already have a pet. Okay. I've forgotten how to dismiss my pet. And there's some seeds here. Oh, actually, we need to take on these seeds. We need their drops. So one of them drops an unnatural seed, which we need. We need 3 of them. Okay. So there's a seed just there on the left, which is dropped for you. Just over there. Next, we need 3 of them all together. There we go, happy. Right, we're going to make our way into the Barradin estate. And here we are, Duke Barradin himself. He's got a couple quests for us. The True King. This requires us, really good Warhammer there that he gives us. This requires us to go all the way to a different map. And this guy here. Awesome, that's it. If we had the cloak, this little forms big cloak, we'll be able to hand it in. But we haven't finished this quest. Well, you may be able to hand in. You've got the bear pelt, but I think you have to hand it back to Alison, who's in Lakeside Country. So this is essentially these are the regions: Green Hill Country, Wizard's Folly, Regent's Valley, and then you've got the Northern Lands or Northlands. But we'll end this episode here. So next episode, we are going to get ourselves our secondary professions. That's one big thing we need to do. We're going to probably finish Pre-Searing because these are essentially all of the quests left in the game, and most of these just for about a couple of minutes to do each. So we've almost finished that. In between now and then, I'm just going to farm to grab all of the last of the resources we need. So I need a load more red iris flowers, which is going to take a while. We need 3 more unnatural seeds. We need 1 more spider leg, and then I also need a load of gargoyle skulls. We need 10 gargoyle skulls. So I'd explain how I got them and where I farmed them in the next episode, but I'm just going to do that off camera. Just get those so next time we can just hand them in straight away and then move on to the actual content. As per usual, if you made this far, thank you much for watching. A couple of links down in the description below. One is to the Discord if you want to join the community Discord. Small community, slowly growing. You're more than welcome to join. And then we've also got 2 YouTube channels down below. One is to Mrs Rothmers Channel, One Nerd to Rule Them All, which is all about fantasy lore. All things Warhammer, Lord of the Rings, and what else do you do?
I do Witcher, Warhammer, Game of Thrones.
So you do just random lore. And then we've got a joint YouTube channel, which is called Nerdy Miniatures, which is all about the Warhammer miniatures. So we have a couple armies of Age of Sigmar. We've got a couple war cries. We've got some Lord of the Rings armies. So we've been building, painting, and soon to be battling. So if that tickles your fancy, have a look over there. So have a wonderful week, everyone. And we'll see you next Friday on our Guild Wars 1 journey. And peace out.
Bye.